organizing and implementing programs and projects. I appreciated the spirituality of Pinoys and Pinays, not organized religion, although that helped, but as a basic bond of helping one another in a foreign land. Our love for life, songs and laughter carried us through our loneliness and occasional toxicity. Oftentimes, you and everywhere else who's listening around the world are called bagong bayani because our economy is riding on your tired backs and homesick souls. Most of you are out in the world because it's the only way you can earn enough to provide a future for your family. And sadly, many of you end up earning enough to help the family survive. And after the financial meltdown last year, there are some areas where our migrant workers have to fight for their own survival. Just before the program started, I was talking with the president of PEBA, and we were talking about the situation of our kababayans in Dubai, who are having a hard time getting jobs. And that, I think, is even more intense in the West, in the US and in Europe. When we have close to 3,000 Filipinos leaving every month, when we have young people dreaming of going abroad to work instead of making a life here, there's something very wrong. I dream of the day when we can say, I want to live and work abroad as a choice, not as a necessity. And those who chose to work abroad are well protected by laws and the laws of receiving country. I dream of the day when we can have most of the 10 million plus Filipinos come home and contribute to rebuilding our country and our democracy. So the mother can take care of her own child, and the father can build his own house instead of huge buildings in foreign lands. Is it possible to make this dream a reality? Can the day come when we can have an end to this shameless abuse of power? Can corruption be stopped from the smallest act to the big-time insertions and bubukol transactions? Yes, it can be done. We need to stand up for what is right and denounce the wrong. This noontime, I was in Banaco, which is a bake shop, buying muffins, and I lined up to pay, and behind me, a lady ordered, gave her credit card, and the sales clerk just took it, in other words, bypassing two customers, which included me, to process her credit card. And I said to the lady, sales clerk, I was ahead. You asked us to line up. Why are you doing this to her? And she said, give me your piece of paper, ma'am, so I can also process it. And I told them, but that is not right. I will line up and wait for my turn. So I think it is important that we do the right thing every day. Every single day we do the right thing in our own small way. And then we can change. And then we can really look forward to reforms. Because the reform and change that we hope to see should begin with us. And as we change the neighbors, we change the system, we change the whole structure. Because we do the very easy wrong. The difficult right we tend not to acknowledge. That is the challenge, to do the difficult right every single day of our lives. As you have lived in other cultures and societies, you witness how different political systems work, how the social welfare systems help the destitute of that society, how political leadership are held accountable by citizens. You are also witness to the perils of an authoritarian regime and experience the autocracy of a closed system. And for most of you, most of us, you comply with the rules and regulations. We often hear the comment, why do Filipinos follow the traffic rules in other countries, but in the Philippines, they violate all rules? The answer, I think, lies on who violates the laws and rules, even the constitution of the country. If the highest officials of the land lead through bending the rules, violating the laws, outright manipulation of the constitution, as well as the diminution of the checks and balances of our democracy, what can citizens do? Citizens can do so many things to assert our right to a clean and honest government. We as citizens, and you as Bagong Bayani, can wield your power as a political and economic bloc. At this juncture of our history, the election is an opportunity that we must use wisely and demonstrate our citizens' power. The bloggers play a very important role in making the sentiments and voice of the migrant workers as a sector, as well as opinion makers, to be heard, most especially by family and network of friends. So what can be done? First, we must be vigilant and insist on a fair and honest election. The bloggers can research and